skin as rich as a starlit night. Your rhythm is rebellion. Your rhythm is rebellion. Deep currents running in the rivers of your eyes. Your rhythm is rebellion. Your rhythm is rebellion. They spat on your crown and they poisoned your ground. Your rhythm is rebellion. Your rhythm is rebellion. They burned your heroes at the stake, but your voice will echo all their names. This ain't the end, no. It's the birth of a new age. Yeah.
It is the birth of a new age, and this new age is giving us Jeangu Macrooy.
Hey.
Oh, so nice to see you. How have you been holding up during this very difficult year?
Wow, how have I been holding up? It's been quite an intense year. So like when last year got canceled, it was actually kind of I couldn't do anything. I didn't write any new songs for like I think a good 3 or 4 months because the world was so different, and I usually get my inspiration from like going to theater, to plays, to movies, to just meeting friends randomly and having good conversations, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I have to sit inside, and there's nothing happening. Um, yeah, so it's been interesting, but hey, we're here.
You are here, and somehow in that sort of, I don't want to say vacuum, but in that isolation, you were
Mhm.
able to write this song. What
Mhm.
was the starting point? What was the spark?
For this song, well, it actually, my producer Perquisite and I created this song actually very late in like the whole we have to write a new Eurovision song process. It was written in December. I just remember the studio session being just one of those days where you feel that there's something in the air. Like we have this drive, like, okay, there's this deadline, there needs to be, we have to have a song. And like the option that we're not gonna have a song is just doesn't exist in my mind. So there's this like kind of urge to write something, and I think you hear that in the song. It's about overcoming something, about claiming your space, celebrating your strength.
That freedom, it really does come through. When I saw the
Mhm.
debut performance, I was just thinking, he is free. He is doing what he wants
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
Um, I guess, some artists maybe aren't as bold and confident to just go for what they believe in, but it seems like you have gone for what you believed in. Was it a challenge? Did you think this was a risk?
Um, well, it's hard to say. I always create based on what I feel, and like there were lots of songs written in the process, but the moment this song was created, we felt like, okay, this is probably it. And because just because it's just another side of me that I don't think many people have seen yet, at least not the Eurovision family.
Mm. I, Grow, of course, was
Mm.
so iconic. Did you
Mm.
feel pressure to reach, I don't know, the height of that? Did it weigh on your mind in any way?
Well, I actually didn't think about grow during the process because that's always the way I approach making new music and diving into a new creative process. It's like grow is grow, and if I'm going to try to recreate it, it's never going to be as good. So I always try to think about what are other things that I would like to say. And when I wrote grow, I was like I was pretty I was a little, I had this long period of time. We talked about last year that I was just not feeling like myself. And I was like crawling out of this pit I'd been in, and I think Birth of a New Age reflects where I am right now. And that's I'm feeling more confident, more strong. I'm the optimist that I actually always was, So um, the songs are always an extension of where I am in my life.
You know, man, broco me.
You know,
You ain't. We love this. We love that you're using the language of Suriname. Tell us
yeah.
about that decision.
It actually, I was working on the lyrics actually a few days before the studio session, and well, I was thinking, okay, but it has to be about resilience and surviving something, and celebrating your strength. And then I was just thinking back about my heritage and the place, the country that actually that is my foundation, the foundation of who I am as a person, and I remembered this old saying, "Mina ako sensi no mas panomambro ko mi," which literally means like I'm half a cent, you can't break me, which is just a way of saying like you may underestimate me, but I know my own worth, I know my own strength, and that is what will keep me going, and yeah, so it just naturally flowed within the creation process of the song.
Now, one of the sweetest moments of this year is when your relatives in Suriname are watching
Yeah,
on Zoom. Was that real? They hadn't heard the song.
they hadn't heard the song. No, they hadn't heard the song. It was so, you know, I do have moments when I'm just a bit sad that I don't get to share all these big moments. I am praying that they'll get here in time for in Rotterdam and Ahoy. But yeah, those are the people that like the first time I picked up a guitar and said I wrote a song. Those are the people that I played it for. So it was a nice moment.
And in that video clip, who are the relatives?
My mother, my father, all the way in the back. A few of my aunts. Um, I think that was it. Yeah.
And Debin, a wee blogger who loves you, is obsessed with your music. In his reaction video, he asked basically, is this song in any way relevant to the political change that came to Suriname in 2020 when I believe a former police chief replaced the outgoing president who had previously been convicted of murder?
I saw that yeah, I saw that video, and I heard that. Well, the short answer is no, but but I got the association because so for Suriname it's also the beginning of a new a new direction, a new age, and yeah, but it wasn't a direct inspiration, that situation.
And this new age, is it more, you've talked about the personal aspect of it, certainly the
Yeah.
resilience, but does it have a message for the broader kind of atmosphere right now? Obviously, in the United States, we've had, the Black Lives Matter movement, sending out very important messages. The recent shootings in Atlanta where Asian Americans were killed. I guess, is there anything else in the atmosphere that you think makes the song relevant?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Actually, like the black, it's inspired by these movements where people say like we've shut our mouths for too long, we've um, we've accepted things that are not that are unacceptable, and we deserve to claim our space, and we deserve respect, and we just deserve to be just seen as equal human beings. And like Black Lives Matter, even here living in Amsterdam, it has had a huge impact because it was this global movement. And I'm so happy that we're living in a time where people just have found the courage and the strength to like use their voices against like these systems of oppression, and are fighting for what's right. So, and whether that be the Black Lives Matter movement or just queer or our queer community saying like just we deserve to be here and we deserve respect. Um, it's just I think it's a celebration of that courage of saying like we want. we need want respect.
We are here, honey.
Yeah.
Now, also with you at the reveal was this amazing choir. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about your relationship, how you know these singers?
Oh, yeah, the Zo Gospel Choir is a the very popular choir here in the Netherlands. So you've heard the studio version. It's like choir galore, right? So when we decided that we were going to do this live and have, I knew that we had to ask them. And in the choir were also my twin brother, and Milisa, which is one of my very, very best friends, who have shared the stage with me like for a long time now. Um, the whole thing was really a nice experience. Just being able to make music with a band in these times, it was a very special moment.
And in Rotterdam, on that stage, will you have
Yeah,
pre-recorded vocals or will it be live backing vocalists?
I think I'm gonna do both because, well, this is the first year that you can have pre-recorded backing vocals, so definitely gonna do that because you've heard the choir. I need them. But it's gonna be I'm gonna use live vocals.
And will your brother be one of them?
Oh, I can't reveal that yet.
Okay, you tease. I was just liking his Instagram photos. Woo, crazy.
Yeah.
And for other artists who aren't, representing the Netherlands, they fly to Rotterdam, they stay in their hotel. It's like they're a world away. For
Yeah.
you, as someone who lives, in the area, will you
Yeah.
choose to stay in a hotel or will you just stay at home?
No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in a hotel because I would like to be there just as close to Ahoy and the venue as possible, and just the whole team is gonna be in this like isolated bubble, and just no. So I'm leaving Amsterdam for a couple of weeks, but going to Rotterdam, which is it's just a treat. Yeah.
Oh, it's very exciting. Ooh, you're making me so excited.
Right.
And this may seem a strange question, but because of the lockdown situation, a lot of foreign guests can't come. Other singers have to stay in their hotel, but hopefully people will come back to Rotterdam in the future. Please tell us, where should we go when we're there? What is the Jeangu special in Rotterdam?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I think you have to. Rotterdam is also a very multicultural city. Also, lots of Surinamese people, so you have to like get something Surinamese to eat. Um, um, Kunsthal is a very nice museum. Um, I must say that I am discovering Rotterdam still myself because I've been, but it's like I've been to like play in a club or like go to a concert. But it's a very nice city. Yeah.
This is interesting about the Suriname connection. Is Rotterdam a hub of the Surinamese community in the Netherlands?
Well, not the. Well, it's like there are a lot of Surinamese people there, but I think it's one of the hubs.
Okay. Ooh, well, I will be hitting up the restaurants, no doubt. I
Yeah.
will save you some soup, honey. And in terms of the live on tape, how did it go? Were you happy with it?
I was extremely happy with it because it was very nerve-wracking because it was like, okay, we're gonna tape something right now that they're gonna use if someone gets sick or if nobody can actually go to Ahoy, to Rotterdam. But I was very happy, and it was very nice to have to do it like this early or that early because if they were to use that, which I hope they don't have to, I would be very happy. But now we've been able to like work beyond that and just take notes and make it even better than it was. So and of course, I just want to be on that stage. I just want to be on that stage with like the Eurovision stage, and but I'm very happy with the backup tape.
And when you had to choose between the 3 recordings, was it an obvious decision to you, or were you really stressed out about it?
We well watched and like the with like the people who recorded it and like the whole team. It was actually the first take. We did 3, but it was the first one, because the first one had this energy, like, oh, we have to do it now, and they were all good. But we watched them. I think we watched them like 2 or 3 times. But it was obvious at one point, like, okay, there's this urgency of like, we're gonna like attack this. We're gonna give it our all. Yeah.
And I know you can't tell us too much, or maybe anything, but I have to ask anyways. Will the show in Rotterdam be more like the music video or more like the debut performance?
Ooh, that's a difficult question, because they're both like 60 people. Like, there are a lot of people in the video, and a lot of people in the yeah, there were a lot of people when we launched the song. I think the answer is not. It's gonna. It's not gonna be like either of them, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's a different thing. It's another chapter.
It's the birth of a new performance. We will call it that.
Yeah.
Now, Jeangu, in that music video, the clothing was so beautiful. Were these Surinamese clothes, or hand-picked?
For the video, we worked with Lissa Brandon, which is a very talented stylist, and it was a combination, actually. Like the elder women standing on the balcony that I was singing towards, they had like this traditional Surinamese clothing, but then this fused with this like there was like a modern interpretation of those clothing, and that's what you see like throughout the whole video.
It's stunning. I was getting clothes envy, honestly. Everybody looking glamorous. Me here in my t-shirt. Finally, all of your international fans have been waiting. Gosh, it's almost 2 years now. They're ready for you. What's your message for them?
That I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the stage. I'm ready to like give it my all and just to celebrate that we actually have Eurovision 2021. And I really hope that it's the beginning of like a world where we don't have to deal with all of these restrictions and health concerns anymore. And that's the beginning of something new.
He is Jeangu Macrooy, representing the host nation of the Netherlands. Y'all better hashtag open up to birth of a new age. Jeangu, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.